As you can see from the title of this video, I'm sort of in a pickle. And your first thought is probably, Haley, why don't you just drive? You're fully capable, you live in your vehicle, why don't you just drive to get out of the rain? Well, I sort of paid for this campground spot for tonight and tomorrow night. Personally, after yesterday of just driving around trying to find a campground spot, I'm gonna embrace it. Plus, I was mostly gonna be working anyways, and now unfortunately I'll just have to work inside my vehicle instead of outside on a picnic table. The rain wasn't supposed to start until noon. I woke up at 7. The rain only lightly sprinkling right now, but it's supposed to stop in about an hour, and then I have a little bit of a pocket. During that time, I'm gonna make breakfast. This is another thing that I can be grateful for. I'm not falling asleep, waking up in the middle of the night, or just waking up in sweat. Between last night and tonight, I've been able to snuggle into a blanket and it feels so good. I'm not sweating, and yeah, so that's another positive I can look at for all of this. Plus, the rain in the car is kind of a vibe. It just sucks because then I'm stuck in here all day. And then the only negative is if I'm outside, I just have to be careful with clothes that I'm wearing because bringing wet clothes into a small space where you live, it gets muggy. During our little break of rain, I will show you around the campground. I do need to go to the bathroom, so maybe we'll go on a little mini adventure. I probably should put a raincoat on, but I'm just going to have the umbrella and we're gonna go to the bathroom. So I'll show you this little bit of the campground now. Another thing, this is my outfit. I'm in a tent camping spot. Here, I'll show you. We'll go over this way real quick. Look how green it is with the rain. I have the nice picnic table where I thought I was going to be able to sit and do work. And there's my car. They even have a little bear thing for food. Then there's a fire pit and there's another tent camping spot right there. And then that's my lovely driveway. My camera is starting to get wet. Look how cute my car is. I have a nice little creek. And over here, nice little creek. Bathroom is up this little hill. Holy cow. Anyways, got a toilet, another toilet, and a shower. Don't know if the water is actually going to be warm, but I'll find out tomorrow. I will say the only lock that you have is this. So, back out we go. At least it's super pretty. You can see my cute little home. Oh, another thing, yesterday, so many birds. I loved watching. There was just so many of them. You know, I just realized, I don't think I said where I was. I'm in Georgia. Don't ask. I don't know how I got here. I was trying to stay in North Carolina because yesterday I was in South Carolina, which I'll show you some clips now because I woke up at 4 a.m., had about an hour drive to the Pretty Place Chapel so I could watch the sunrise. Before I go in the back, I'll just finish telling you and showing you, inserting video clips over my voice. But yeah, it was about an hour drive. I was in Greenville, South Carolina. I needed to get to Cleveland, South Carolina. Super windy roads. It wasn't that bad of a drive. This is also tips and tricks if you want to see this place because it is gorgeous. I knew the gates didn't open till 6, but I wanted to be there early, so I got there at 5:30. And it's funny because I played the guessing game, how many cars are gonna be there before me? And I said 3 and that I would be number 4. And there was. And if you go, don't do what I did and the people that got there before me did. There's a road and then there's a little pull off and we were parked on the pull off, but more people started coming and they just stayed on the road. There's a gate that opens, which is what we should have done. No one was letting us in at first. The lines just kept stacking up and the gate opened and people just started driving. They didn't care. I was a little stressed because I wanted a parking spot. I didn't want to have to hike when I got there super early. From reviews, it sounded like there was limited parking, but I would say there was a fair good amount up at the top. Everyone that got there super early were all looking at each other like no one's letting us in. And eventually one of them just pulled out and then the cars ended up stopping and they let us all in. Sunrise was at 6:26. First light was already happening. Another thing to take in consideration, I was hoping it wouldn't be like this for when I was there because again I read reviews, but it was loud. It wasn't quiet. You were not hearing any birds chirping. People were in la 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 Land. And if you've been following along, you know I love when people are in La La Land. When I tell you, this place is insane, so pretty. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine what that place looks like during the fall. Not peaceful sound wise, a lot of talking, laughing. It's not a bad thing. If you're looking for that peace and quiet, I'm gonna tell you what to do. You're gonna wait it out. I know you won't be able to enjoy the sunrise in peace and quiet, but once that sun is up, people start to trickle out. I got a few more photos and videos when people weren't there. I ended up walking to my car, putting my camera away, and I grabbed my Bible and I sat there and read my Bible. But yeah, there were still a few people there, but we were all being quiet because most of them were also reading their Bible or they're just sitting there. It was so serene and so pretty, and if you're looking for that quiet time, wait it out. This place has been on my bucket list for a very long time, and if you've been following along, you know I did a road trip with my grandparents. If you haven't seen those videos, please go watch them. I'll leave them in the iCard. But this was a spot I wanted to take them, and luckily my grandma looked up information because I didn't know that if it's rented out you couldn't obviously go, but I didn't know you even could see that. And unfortunately, when we were gonna pass through that area, it was rented out. I definitely recommend if you're in that area, just be there for a few days just in case someone rents out that space, because prime time going is for sunrise. I bet there are some great sunsets as well, depending how clouds are and whatnot. And then maybe now you know what to expect if you decide to go. I stepped back outside for a minute. It is still slightly raining, but underneath this tree, no, you can still feel it, but you can't feel it as much. And here it comes. Okay, time to go back inside. I'm making a late breakfast. I'm going to have a peanut butter sandwich, but I'm going to add bananas into the mix. This is my current setup. You're not on a tripod, so I can't actually lean you down. Literally just... that's what she looks like. This is gonna be my little makeshift plate, and here's a little sandwich. I'm gonna finish eating this and then look at the radar and go from there. I have a little bit of pocket room before it starts raining again, so let's go explore the campground. There's a little map. There's that other bathroom, and then there's a dump station. This was actually the one that I saw that was available, and you get water and power. I wasn't sure if it was available or not. I just parked there. But the camp host was on his golf cart, and he had his kid with him, and he's like, "Can I help you?" I told him my situation, and he's like, "I can't see if that one has been reserved because online it was showing that it was reserved." And I was like, "Well, do you have tent spots available?" And that's when he showed me the other spots. So I saved 20 bucks because it's like an extra 20 a night for water and electric. This is so pretty. It's actually pretty clear too. I kind of feel like I'm in Oregon, but no, just in Georgia. Yeah, I would not expect this in Georgia. This is Blue Ridge Lake. Cute little store. I wasn't even supposed to end up here. Things always work out. They also got wood and ice. Coming back to the home. I'm gonna change directions so I can have my trunk open. I might have to shut it if it starts really starting to rain because it gets inside. And I knew when I originally parked that I should have just reversed in, but it's fine. I'm doing it now. My tire pressure shows low, so I'm kind of hoping it's just because drop in temperature. We did it. I can have the trunk open looking at this rather than that. And the reason why I didn't do this originally is because of the rain, and I didn't want mosquitoes. I do have a giant mosquito net in there. It's so big. I haven't cut it yet, but I do have bug spray, and I don't know if this is bad for the car. I just kind of spray it on the sides. I don't even know if this works. In my head it does. Oh, and it's starting to sprinkle. Update, I have been leaning against this door and working on my laptop. It's been lightly sprinkling and then not. It's not really raining. And I've thought about sitting at the picnic table, but the thing is, the table itself is wet and I could put a plastic bag down, but then again, if it starts sprinkling, I would just have to move. So I've just been in here. And another positive, it looks like a lot of the clouds have broken up. Should just be the consistency of light rain, nothing, light rain. So I don't know. I do still have the trunk open. Overall, it's just unfortunate that everything is damp. I'm gonna get back to what I've been doing. Sorry if it's really dark. Where's my phone? It's only 2. I came outside, I'm sitting on a plastic bag, and now it's starting to sprinkle. I was gonna eat a snack. I'm just gonna embrace it right now. I didn't want my butt to get wet, so that's why I'm sitting on a plastic bag. If you know me, this is one of my favorite snacks. Oh, these birds. These birds are having a fight right now. I can feel the wetness through the bag that I'm sitting on. On days where I'm not moving around a lot, I usually just snack. I don't normally have giant meals. This is what I'm doing right now. And for the people who know my vehicle, you're probably wondering why I'm not at the table. I am now, but the reason why I didn't want to sit here is because right now my feet can't really touch the ground because I'm up where you put your tent because it's the flattest surface. I went to the bathroom real quick and I decided I wasn't gonna throw my rain jacket on, and it was lightly misting, and even when it's lightly misting, it adds up. So I am now wet. This jacket needs to come off because it is wet. And this is why you just take that extra time to throw on your raincoat, or just take the umbrella, even if it is misting. I've literally been in the back working. I'm about to start a friendship bracelet because I just need a break, and I think I'm going to throw on Gilmore Girls. It's an hour from when I last updated you. It has gotten dark. I have the light on, and this is how far I've gotten on the bracelet, and then I have Gilmore Girls playing. I'm almost done with the bracelet. I'm having pepperoni slices with some cheese, and we're gonna just make little pepperoni cheese roll-ups, I guess. Bam. I kind of wish I had crackers. Sorry if this lighting is a little funky. It is the next day. As you can see, the sun is out, which is great. Ended up finishing this bracelet. I feel musty because it was so just damp yesterday. I don't know what's worse, misting or if it would just rain. I kind of wish it would just rain. Not exciting. Last night I ended up getting very ill. On occasion I get extreme migraines, and that happened yesterday. I thought I was gonna pass out. It was so bad. I went to the bathroom, and on my walk back I thought I was gonna like faint. It like, not even being dramatic. So I literally got back to the vehicle. I had to turn off all the lights, couldn't look at a screen. Even closing my eyes, my head was like bad. With that being said, if anyone knows of someone about getting Botox for their migraines and it works, please let me know, because I've been considering it for years now. But last night was kind of my final straw. That's the one thing when you're living out of your vehicle and you get like that, there's not much you can do. And there is a shower here, and that's kind of one of the things that only helps me. But it was pitch black. I was already musty feeling. I didn't want to bring any type of moisture into the vehicle. I just had to kind of suffer. I'm doing a lot better though now. Last night was not fun. I was gonna try to film an outro, and I physically couldn't. Any type of light, it was really bad. This video probably wasn't that exciting, but guess what? That's what it's like when the weather is like that. Today will be a lot better. Even with me not getting wet, trying to avoid as much moisture as possible in the vehicle, I still was musty, so that's fun. Luckily there was a lot of breaks where I could go out and walk and stretch. Oh my god, when I was in the bathroom this morning, I had a lovely friend with me. That thing was massive. I haven't seen a spider that big in a while, so that was fun. Don't know what type it is. If you know what type it is, let me know. That thing was huge. I appreciate you so much if you've made it to the end of this video. You are amazing, and thank you for following along on my journey, even on the boring days. Oh yeah.